Let's talk Julio.
You want to talk Julio? We were both against it at first.
We were.
But we've gotten a lot more information on what the cap space is going to be next year, the year after that, what it would take to get him. We've both changed our minds, and we're in for Julio. Why?
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. When I first started looking into it, I was under the impression that it was going to be $19 million next year as a 33-year-old, $19 million the year after that as a 34-year-old. Although I knew that year at 34 is not guaranteed. And then more information came out, and we found out it was closer to like 11.3 million. That's a big difference, by the way. I mean, we're talking an extra decent player that you can pick up for that difference. So when I hear that, that turns into an absolute no-brainer, because here was the issue that I had going into it. One, we have a whole secondary that we have to replace. Okay. Let's say that Ambry Thomas and or Lenore do not pan out. Then we really are up against it, because we won't have a first round pick. We won't have a second round pick. We don't actually have a third round pick. It's a compensatory, which is really a fourth.
Yep.
So how are we going to replace this secondary that's all on 1-year deals? And frankly, we probably don't want these guys back because they're 30, 31 years old starting next year. Right. So that was a concern. Then you add in the fact that Julio is 32, about to be 33 going into next season. We're already the second oldest team in the league, possibly the oldest after we get down to 53. And then the last thing is he's making $19 million. I'm out on that. But as soon as I learned that it's only 11, all right, I'm more intrigued by it. Julio is an extremely amazing talent. It's hard to say no to a talent like that for especially, let's say, a second. I heard you say a second and a fourth. It's hard to pass up on a talent like that. But when he's only making 11.3, okay, now my ears perk up. I'm definitely interested at that point.
Yeah. Also, it seems like exactly the kind of wide receiver Trey Lance would use. I mean, a wide receiver, a quarterback who has a tendency to miss high sometimes, right. Give him Julio Jones. Perfect. Yeah. Only guy else would be even better might be Kyle Pitts, 6'6". I mean, someone like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Deebo Samuel's very good, but he's 5'11" with short arms. Give Trey Lance 6'4" Julio Jones. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works pretty well. Only thing is, will a second and a fourth be enough from the 49ers, or will some AFC team match that?
They may. We're about to find out. I mean, June 1st is the date, right? Like, that's the date that we're going to see a lot of movement. We're going to see more cuts on June 1st. Things are about to get interesting. Maybe it's not Julio. We'll see who else ends up getting cut and or traded.
Another reason I think the Julio thing is legit and doable is because you trade the second, you trade a fourth, you can get those picks back.
Yeah,
you can. There are players the Niners can trade. It could be Deebo, it could be Bosa, it could be whoever they feel.
It could be Jimmy if he plays well.
It could be Jimmy. There's any number of players the Niners could trade for a second round pick, and so you don't have to trade player for player. You can trade the picks, get Julio Jones, trade a player at the end of the season, get picks back. You can always get picks back. So yeah, I just don't know. Like, some team just may make an offer the Niners can't beat. If someone offers a first round pick, the Niners can't beat that. They don't have firsts.
For sure.
So
I don't see a first round pick happening, but we'll see.
Hold on. East Bay Chris has a very helpful suggestion. What do you think?
No, not at all, East Bay.
All right,
I hate your show, by the way. It's terrible.